Are we live?
Here we are.
This is so weird. Okay. Is there anything I need to do here? Okay, cool.
All right, I'll make the post in the free community. There's supposed to be a way to see the
Chat. Okay. Ironing out the kinks, in case anybody's on watching.
there should be a way to see. Here, let me see.
Maybe click that. I think it's supposed to be popping up here.
All right, how's it going, everybody? We are live streaming for the very first time. We're figuring out how to see the chat. Oh, there we go. I found it. Or you guys found it first. How's it going, Simon? Flash Studio. Suzette. All right, I'm gonna make the post in the free community. All right.
Awesome.
All right, welcome everybody. So the goal of this live stream, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm Chris, this is Meg, and we wanted to try something a little bit different, a little bit more collaborative and fun. So we just released the 12-hour course walking through like building the brand from start to finish, which I think is helpful in some areas like teaching, but at least when I was starting out, I would have loved to have seen just like behind the scenes, seeing somebody's screen, listening to them talk about like the thought process that goes into building a brand in like a totally unscripted, just more natural way. So you can see, what really goes into it. And it's far from a perfect science. It's just kind of working through the kinks, testing out different stuff. And a lot of it comes down to like the results that we're getting from the brand, which we're going to get into that later on. But in the beginning, the goal for these first couple live streams, just to show you guys everything. We're going to be building a brand new store completely from scratch, starting with brainstorming, using all the tools, talking about like how do we choose the niche, what's something that we would be interested in, because we don't want to do a niche that's so random that we wouldn't find it fun. And our goal is to like really build this thing and live stream the whole process, over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, if you can't tell, there's no fancy overlays or fancy anything. This is our very first time live streaming, but our goal is just to have fun with it and connect with you guys, answer your questions along the way. And we're an open book. So any questions you have, anything that's unclear, feel free to throw it in the chat. We'll do our very best to monitor the chat as we figure out the technical kinks. But how does that sound to you guys so far? If you want to throw it in the chat, I'd love to hear from you. Man, streamers make this seem so easy. Like, how do they do a million things while
I don't
chatting?
know.
But let's build some prosperity. There's Kevin. Awesome. Where is everybody at in the course so far? Like Simon just wrote, just starting out. Installed the theme. It says Marion, nice.
Awesome.
Richard, awesome. All right, well, let's do it. I think the best way to get started is just like jump right in, and I'm gonna keep reading the chat as we're going through. And any questions you guys have, feel free to throw it in the chat.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have some fun. So starting off, let's give an overview of. If you want to switch.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. So technical.
Probably like doesn't even fit the screen the right way.
Well, we'll
fun.
have to see. We'll iron all the kinks out over time.
Yeah, so we'll give let's give an overview for anybody who doesn't know, like the business model that we're going to be doing is it's a print on demand, but not the Etsy style that a lot of people are familiar with. It's branded print on demand, meaning that
Yep.
we build our own store, we customize the layout, the look and feel, and really build something that like we enjoy working on. And you have complete control, but we are following like a structure, so it's not like we're just going to be building something random. And I think in here we have a good example of, yeah, here it is. So we're going to be building a brand that's something like Sloth Hiking Club. This is a good demo store that somebody on our team built that you can go check out. We're not going to be doing this niche or these designs or anything like that. It's just, this is a kind of the shell of the brand. So it's Shopify, print on demand, and then we customize our own products, and we're going to be picking out the niche here live. And the real reason that we're doing this, again, for context, if anybody who hasn't gone through the course, is that this allows us to build like a really fun reputation and like relationship with our customers. And that then translates into email revenue, which we're going to get into all that stuff later on. But the starting point, what we're going to be covering on this live stream, is really just deciding like what audience do we want to go after. We're going to be selling t-shirts because that's our bread and butter, but deciding who we want to go after in terms of the niche, and
Yep.
then we'll get into actually designing and showing using all the tools and that sort of stuff. So what's up, Heckman fam? Where do I get the course? It is $45,000. No, I'm just kidding. You just go to Meg's YouTube channel, and it's at the, I think it's
It
like
should
the
be the pinned video on my
Yeah.
channel.
It's the longest video if you
yeah.
sort by that. It's 12 hours. Just started your course, being busy with the 100 designs now. Awesome.
Nice.
Sounds great. I've gotten past the 2 ROAS point. Awesome. Branded is key, definitely. I'm loading the designs as we speak. Having 3.0 ROAS days.
Wow.
That's
We
Kevin.
love that.
Yeah, Kevin. Hell yeah.
Maybe something that we should discuss is, well, we've talked about like why branded print on demand. Going a little bit into just having repeat customers coming back. Lost that train of thought.
Yeah, I think the
Gone
repeat
now.
customer piece is something that, like, it sounds good in theory, but at least when I was starting out in business, I was like, I just want to get sales. The relationship sounds nice. And so that's how we're going to be doing these live streams, just building it piece by piece, going through. We can show the breakdown here. And this Google Doc, I'm going to be posting this so everybody can get access as well. It's a link to all the main resources. But we start off with the brand, like deciding who we're selling to, what we're selling. And then we go into design, which is what are the products we're actually selling. Some of you guys are at that stage right now. And then we build the store. And then where like the real magic starts is in marketing. So, and this will probably be like 2 or 3 live streams from now, breaking down like how we set up the ad account, running the mock-up tests. And again, the point of this being live is so you can see like not the perfect situation, like real results, actual metrics that we're getting back, and then just troubleshooting and working through it in real time, which I don't know about for you, but like maybe talk about that, Meg. Like when you were first, like as a nurse starting out with your first brand and you were like going through YouTube trainings, what were some of like the thoughts or like the limitations that you ran into? It's like Meg's first campaign, for anybody who doesn't know, anybody's never run ads before, you're in good company. Meg's first ad campaign she ever did was literally titled, I have no idea what I'm doing, ... And now here she is today.
Yeah.
Ad wizard.
Thinking back, I actually don't really remember going through a lot of YouTube videos. Like I remember just being like, well, I'm going to give it a go. Like we'll figure it out. And I kind of just was taking everything like step by step. Not really, like I don't remember thinking back going like this needs to be perfect or this needs to be done like a specific way. Like it was just kind of like, okay, next thing is ads. So I remember asking you, I was like, I need a page and I need like an Instagram, and you're like, yep, and then you'll connect it. Facebook walked me through all of like those kind of like steps of connecting. It's definitely clunky. But then I got into the ads manager, and that looked familiar because I had seen Chris's ad manager for all of his stores. So I was like, okay, I'm in the right spot. And then I clicked, it was like create, and I just made a campaign. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but like I'm gonna play around with it, and we'll see what happens.
So why don't we do that? Why don't we channel that and start creating? Let's start. You want to go up to the top, and we're just gonna start walking through the niche process. And this is Frankie. This is the new We Scale Wiener. We just got, about 2 months ago. And while Meg's pulling that up, I'm going to go through some of the questions in the comments. Just starting off topic, ran into an issue with an AI logo being called corrupt by Canva.
Oh.
Yeah, if that happens, you can just take a screenshot of it on your desktop and then re-upload it, and that should solve it. Hey from Algeria.
Wow.
How's it going? Next question from Yang Chen is it a bad idea to have a social media channel for my Shopify store where I show my face? No, I think that's a great idea. That's actually what some of the most successful sellers in WeScale have been doing, is having a featured, like in the About Us page, not just about the brand, but like a founder story that really resonates with people a ton. Especially nowadays. So if you're willing to put your face and name behind your brand, I think it's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and I think it's only going to become better to do it that way with AI on like the rise. Because something that I think helps our branded stores stand out is the way that we're able to handle our customer service and giving it like a voice and letting people know like this is actually run by like one person or a small team. This is like a family store. A lot of people are resonating with that, and they just love the fact that there's a human connection behind the brand. So that'll take you, I think, really far.
Yeah.
When you're able to do that.
Yeah, and the best brand is to like just think of something that resonates with you, because your personality and your personal interests flowing through the brand is what makes it something sustainable and fun to work on, like we're going to be doing through these live streams, but also gives you a complete competitive advantage against the competition when creating designs and really having a chance to stand out in the market. How's it going, Herman? Yeah, we're live on a Saturday, trying something new. That could be fun, build in public with you guys. How's it going, Kevin? Hello from Alberta, Canada. Canada.
Is this where you want to be starting?
No, let's just go down to pick your niche. So let's just use the brand builder GPT. And these live streams are not going to be scripted or like following a flow. We're just going to be kind of going at it how we normally do. So
divide and conquer. That's typically how it goes with Chris and I and creating brands.
That would be really awesome. I don't know if this is even possible, but if you can live stream from two people's computers,
there are ways
show like what
that you can doing. Like do a collaboration stream. So maybe that's what we'll have to do, and that
would be way more realistic, because like the way that we like to work is Meg will take one piece, like we'll come up with the niche, then choose the brand name, the logo together, and then she'll like finalize the logo. Meanwhile, I'll go off and start doing product research, and then she'll finish it off and then come and join me, and then you just kind of fly through the steps. So let's do it. So picking a niche, and throw in the chat as we're talking through it if you guys have any opinions or ideas of what niche we should go with. But where I personally like to start is just by listing things that we're interested in. And so putting aside like what's actually selling in the market, just listing out things that we personally like. So let's just start writing.
Cool. Okay. So choose a niche.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, so what are some interests? What are some joint interests?
Joint interests. Creating print-on-demand brands.
Yeah, print-on-demand.
Frankie.
Yeah. Frankie.
Our dog.
Yeah, so Dachshunds, skiing. We're going to Denver in a couple weeks.
Oops. My bad. Hit the wrong button.
Now we only have 2 messages remaining.
Being, I would say hiking, but we're not going to do a hiking brand.
Yeah, we already
we
got-
already have one.
Yeah. Here, let me ask ChatGPT.
It's hard too to think of stuff that we haven't done. Like you've done what, 8 different brands now? So it's like, I don't want to repeat a brand that we've already done in the past.
All right, I'm asking ChatGPT on my on my computer. What am I interested in? All right, what I'm interested in: brand first, print on demand. Okay, got it.
We like exercising.
Yeah. Your core passions: personal growth. Okay. Strategy. Okay, these are not good for a print on demand niche. Specifically, reading, hockey, etc. Travel, that's another good one.
Yeah.
I always feel so basic when I'm trying to brainstorm for niches. I'm like, I like business and selling t-shirts. Yeah, travel, family, but family's not really.
That's not, yeah. I mean, you could do a niche, but.
Or we could go like the general store route. Do like wander prints where you're kind of. I mean, I do want to do an example where we show like starting with that would be a way bigger project. Want to do something that is niche down.
But we could do something that's niche down and then work on collections that have certain like ideas behind it or themes. So
Yeah.
like kind of like the seasonal collection route where it was like everything was seasonal, but then you had your kind of smaller collections. Because I don't know, guys, throw it in the chat. Something that I was thinking that could be cool for us to test would be doing different products. So yes, starting with t-shirts, because that's always what we suggest starting with. It's what we've had success with. But then also trying like throwing in mugs and putting, some money in an ad campaign behind it, trying wrapping paper, some phone cases, some of those other products that I know people are super interested in, but that we haven't necessarily put a ton of ad spend behind to test out.
Yeah. What if we did this? What if we start with like the bread and butter, start with the specific niche, start with t-shirts, and then we can expand from there. And we'll keep our brand and like domain name
Kind of general.
neutral.
Okay.
Yeah, neutral enough that we aren't really cutting off any opportunities.
I like it.
And then a couple things in the chat. I have an ongoing argument with some others in my coaching program that if too many people visit your shop but don't purchase, like sharing socials, that Etsy penalizes you for bad conversion rate. I'm not sure. We're not doing Etsy. We're doing Shopify. I'm not sure if Etsy would penalize you for that. But on Shopify, having people visit, it's not a big deal. Then fishing. Fishing fails, skunked, not catching fish. That is what my brand is based off of. I love that for you. I think that's a fantastic niche that you have like a unique spin on it. I personally have been fishing I don't have the patience for it, so I give you credit. So that's a good niche for somebody else. Chris's old site with the old guy quotes was so cool. Oh yeah, the history, yeah. I love sarcasm and humorous slogans, and I guess you can incorporate that into any niche.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a great question that we hear a lot, which is like, is humor or comedy, is that a niche? Not really. That's more of like a spin or an angle that you would put on a niche, but you don't want it to just be so broad that it's humor in general. I'd love to see you discuss other products. Yeah, we're gonna start with t-shirts, and the reason we start with t-shirts, like I've sold everything from jewelry to home decor to yoga mats to like workout equipment to home decor like tapestries and all that kind of stuff, tie-dye, socks. And the reason we come, you want to come up, Frankie? Come on. And the reason we come back to t-shirts is not just because it's like fun or easy to talk about. It's because everybody owns like 12 t-shirts, and they're extremely giftable. Oh, they're extremely giftable. People wear through them, so it's like technically consumable. So it just makes like the perfect product category to get started with, and then you expand from there. A common mistake that I made was like I would launch a brand, and then I would have 1 or 2 product types, and then things wouldn't work. And rather than dialing in the products I had, I would just start adding other stuff. Like I would add, random other products thinking that's what I needed. In reality, you just need like one product type, and you just get really good at that. What I didn't realize is that making really high quality products is a skill within each type of product. Like what works well as a t-shirt doesn't necessarily translate over to a design that would, it's not the same skill as, learning how to design tapestries that people really want. Solo live streaming now. So we start with just the t-shirts and then kind of take things from there. Is your course applicable to Shopify only? Yeah, we teach Shopify. There's other options, like it doesn't need to be Shopify. You could do basically anything where you own the website. Now that being said, the fundamentals of what we teach, or like what we do, is like market research, making products people want, that sort of thing. That applies anywhere. It's like Etsy, Merch by Amazon. No matter where you are, you have the same foundational skills or process. We just happen to do it on Shopify, honestly, because that's what I started doing like 10 years ago, and lived in a house where that was all that, it was 12 of us all living there under one roof building Shopify brands. And so we just got exposure to it early on. And then I've just kind of stuck with that ever since. And right now, I think it's a great opportunity, and why we continue to run the brands, because you own the data and you are actually building like a customer list you can remarket to, and all those sorts of things that we'll get into. But all right, I want this to be more of like a live build than question and answer.
So we've got,
you guys have heard me talk for hours and hours.
Dachshunds, skiing, exercising, travel, any other interests?
Somebody said building communities. I don't know how that would really translate. I do love doing that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
Looks like we're gonna have to upgrade that account if you want to do that.
Okay. Switch here for a second, upgrade this.
And while
I didn't even know this is a new one then.
Yeah, they just added Go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so while Meg's upgrading the GPT account, something I want to mention is we see, like, as we're talking about like selecting the niche, there are so many potential niches out there. Like there's the standard ones like hiking and flowers and stuff like that, but the real diversity of niches that we see like inside of WeScale is just awesome. Because if you take any niche, like I like reading books, and then you overlay it with something else. This could be sarcasm, it can be humor, it can be a specific genre of reading, specific, like, it's that other element that you overlay that really brings out the uniqueness. And that's normally where, like, not just the uniqueness of like what your brand can turn into, but for you, like when you read books or, drink coffee, it normally means something more to you than just like doing, like you have your unique spin on it. And so when you start out, just keeping our options open. We're not trying to think too granularly about one niche or like locking ourselves into it. We keep our options flexible. So, all right, Meg is upgrading the account, and then we're gonna use the Brand Builder GPT, which is a free AI GPT tool that everybody can get access to through the course, and it basically just helps us select the niche for ourselves.
Okay. So our top contenders: ski lifestyle, ski fitness, hybrid athlete, adventure fitness lifestyle, active lifestyle. Wait, what happened to the dog?
I don't think it included in that one.
Okay, I'm gonna just...
All right, well, none of those are ski fitness. No thanks. That is not, I am not that intense. Exercise, travel.
I think that was.
Adventure Dachshund owners. Okay. I really like the Dachshund one, and I think Frank would like that as well. I just don't know how many Dachshund owners are there out there?
I think Frank would like that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can ask. How many people own? Can't spell.
As this could be where we keep it more flexible, like keep it as like the brand name as something that'd be relevant for dog or pet owners in general.
65.1 million house.
Own a dog.
Oh, own a dog.
There's no
I was
way.
like, that's a lot of wiener dogs.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of them running around in Austin, but okay. Does it say how many actually own Dachshunds? No, we don't have an exact number. Just push back. It doesn't know what no, in the same chat, just say, no, give me the exact number. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
Well, I was going to go back and get the TAM, the total addressable market.
36,000 Dachshund registrations in a
year
in past data. Why we can't give you an exact owner count. Global pet census. No verifiable exact count. Yeah, I think it'll be enough. Here, I'm gonna go on Google Trends and see. Here, I'll do it on here so people can see. That is not how you spell Dachshund. It's a tough word.
It is tough.
Thank you. Okay, so there is, let's expand this a little wide. That's another nice thing about like when you run paid ads is the whole market is your potential audience. So you're not restricted to like what's on Etsy. Dachshund, dog. All right, why don't we do this? Let's just go to Etsy. Let's see. Graphic, t-shirt. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to figure out a better setup for this. So I'm not like reaching over you.
Well, it'll be cool if we can do that divide and conquer type of situation, because then you can be in your desk, I'm in mine.
Yeah. Less meanies, more we. Dachshund mama. So what we're looking for as we're browsing Etsy is just to see, are there designs out there already? Because that's a really good sign. If we came here and saw absolutely nothing, that's more concerning, because that's basically showing that there's not much demand, or it's a completely untapped market, which is possible, but less likely.
I like the
Doxycycline.
that's funny. I like the fact too that you could do personalization down the road if you wanted to, like extremely easily, because everybody would want to personalize their dog's name.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of tap into that wander print.
These are so funny.
Okay, think of it this way. Wander prints is like the family niche. That's how I at least think about it. And then they have all these different collections based off of family. What if we started with Dachshunds, and then essentially from there you can expand out to other breeds, multiple breeds.
Yeah.
But you could start there, and then your personalization can grow out as you're expanding on the breeds as well.
Yeah, and we should clarify for people when we're talking about expand out to different breeds, we're thinking way down the line. We're not thinking like okay, we're gonna make 5 Dachshund designs and then expand out from there.
Correct.
We're thinking through, like, we're gonna do the entire process. We're gonna start with an initial collection, it's just Dachshund related. Then we're going to like build out all the products, test it, and then once we've gotten that collection of about 100 designs to a point where it's profitable, then we'll expand later on. But only once we feel like we've fully capitalized on that Dachshund playing guitar is hilarious. Oh, there's so many funny ones. The Doc Father, stay away from that with a 10-foot
that's
pole.
what Frankie looks like.
These all look like Frankie.
No, but these specifically look like Frankie. Like, that's funny.
My Dachshund and I talked shit about you. Peace, love, dog. So a lot of these are.
Got that dog in me.
That's funny. Oh, you could let people upload their picture of a dog.
Yeah. What's that sock
Pup
brand?
Socks.
Pup Socks.
Yeah, Pup Socks is a brand. I don't know how big they are anymore, but they were like an anomaly. They scaled to, at least last time I checked, over 8 figures a year selling just socks. That it was almost like a one product funnel for the longest time. Now they expanded to, cats and stuff, but it was just upload a picture of your dog and then we'll put it on a pair of socks. And that was their whole shtick, and it did really well.
Quality German engineering. That's funny. I kind of like it because then I feel like we can include Frank in our about page.
Yeah, we can make it all about Frank.
Yeah.
You hear that, Frank? Where is he? Oh, did you give him the...
I did. I gave him a distraction. Love you long time. Yeah, I like it.
All right, now do we feel like this would be fun for us to work on? Like, would we get excited making designs about little legs?
Me, yes. You, probably not.
There we go. We got the tactical wiener. That could be fun. It's literally called tactical wiener. That's hilarious.
See, I think you would enjoy making those kinds of designs.
I don't think that would sell, though.
I feel like it could.
I've never seen
Come on,
somebody
look
wearing
at that, Chris. It's your retro sunset.
I do love a good retro sunset. Who doesn't? Yeah, and so many of these style. Oh my god! Wow.
Oh, I like it. I'm gonna need.
All right, so we're seeing enough here. Again, if we had only seen like 1 or 2 things, not that we're going to use any of these designs, obviously, but it's just good to see that there's humor. There's like some ridiculous, like tongue-in-cheek stuff. There's graphic, like floral adaptions. So there's good signs here that the market is pretty broad in terms of their interests. And what I'm also seeing is designs like this one, this floral docs in there. That's something that's scalable. Like,
Yeah.
once we see, this is generally how
Or
I'm thinking we would
stuff
have.
like this.
Yeah.
Coffee and doxies. Like, how many other things could you expand that? Tacos and doxies. Like hot dogs and doxies.
Yeah. And what we're like generally going to be doing is start off with a collection of 100, see what works. Probably going to expand that out to a collection of about 150 or 200. And then so many of these designs are easily adaptable to whatever niche we want to grow into next.
Yeah.
So whether if that's golden retrievers or whatever, we pretty much just go in order of most popular dog breeds. And yeah, like that heart one, bottom right, you could just do, that doesn't have to be a Dachshund only design. You
Yeah.
could easily, if that sells well, like that kind of thing sells well on our store, then we would use AI to generate variations for other breeds. All right, cool.
I like it.
Let's do it. So now let's go back to our outsourced decision maker. There we go. While you're doing that, I'm going to answer some questions in the chat. So Timbo says, what I've discovered with chat is it generates slogans that to me are more like launching pads. I take chat stuff and put it through my blender and feel I have found some nuggets with that method. Awesome. Yeah, and ChatGPT, especially this latest model, they change personalities, which is kind of funny. Each model, I use Claude for the majority of like expanding upon ideas. So like once we get into like our brand mission and positioning and stuff, we'll use Claude for that. Started the 11-hour course February 3rd and have 86 products live on Shopify. That is awesome. Making great time. Then in the new Chat Go, would I be able to upload 10 files for the design and research GPT? That's a good question. We will find out. We're gonna try to keep like overhead and expenses for this as low as possible to give like the budget method.
Yeah.
So we'll find out together.
And fun fact, my video that went out today is about budgeting for your store. But I didn't realize that ChatGPT just added Go, so it makes it even cheaper.
Nice.
Which is awesome. It's pretty crazy, like over the past year, how much costs have gotten cut from having AI. Like thinking back to starting out, I think I was paying close to like at least $500 a month for designers.
Yeah.
Just to get designs created and then for me to upload it to my store and everything. So, I mean, it's a fraction of that cost. Just amazing.
I think where the majority of the costs can come in nowadays is testing out. Like there's so many tools. It's like knowing which ones are the best ones to stick with. And then it could be so easy to just like pile on like, 10, 20 bucks here and there. So we're going to do our best to like show a path through, like we'll test out different things, but keep it heavily focused on like the cheapest cost alternatives.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried building a store with the new Shopify plus Lovable integration? I have not. As it would give us the ability to have a true custom front end while staying on Shopify. What I will say, I haven't tested that out. What I will say is when it comes to the Shopify stores, like my first one, I pretty much just went window shopping through the App Store and like customized everything, and it just converted terribly. I was super proud, like I thought it looked good, so I was really happy showing friends and family, and they all said, wow, this looks amazing. Like, told me what I wanted to hear, classic, but it never converted. And then finally one day we were like, everybody that I used to live with, we were out to dinner and we saw somebody scrolling on their phone, and they were going like that as they were scrolling through a website. And what we realized was that the people we had been marketing to was ourselves, like young 20-something, what was the cool flashy site I would want, and who we were actually selling to and should have been building for was a very different demographic. The demographic that's coming from Facebook, they were just scrolling, and now they're on your website, they know nothing about you. And we want to make it as simple for those people to check out as possible. And so what we did is we went back home and we literally stripped out everything. We're like, what does this person actually need to know? And how do we make it as easy for them to go from clicking on our ad to product in their cart and then later checking out? And surprisingly, the number of things you need to have in order to help somebody on that journey is way fewer than any beginner, myself included, would have ever thought. Especially not as many as you would see like in the App Store. So basically we stripped out the site, super basic. That's what, the theme that Build My Pod does, or honestly like any beginner Shopify theme is a great place to get started. Then you only add on different apps or customizations once you see you need it. All right, so now we are generating brand names for, you want to tell us what you're coming up with so far?
Nothing good so far. Just going back and forth with ChatGPT.
Is this live? Yes, it is.
Yes.
We are live streaming for the first time. We are streamers. Catch us on Twitch. We'll be playing video games later. No, this is just YouTube. Just
Eric hopped on.
Building brands. What's up, Eric? I think pets in general do well. Yeah. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Yeah, pets in general I think will be good. We're going to start more niche than that with specifically dachshunds. All right, so what are we coming up with? Wag Supply. I hate that.
Like, I would never name a brand Neighborhood Menace.
Yeah, these are not good.
Yeah, it's not really like.
What model is it using?
I think 5.2.
I wonder if this is because we're using Go. Okay, so we told it we want brand names for print on demand space. Bark Society, terrible. Dog People Only, worse. Off Leash Club, Petty Paws, Good Boy Club. Okay, none of those.
I wouldn't mind doing like, you know how some of those brands do like two names
Yeah.
together? Like we could do Frankie and we could do Hobbs. Like that would be a cute name.
Frankie. And
Hobbs is Chris's mom's dog. Frankie and Hobbs. Like it's kind of cute. No?
Yeah, we'll write that one down. We'll keep that in the idea bank. Let's keep generating.
Okay.
Tail and Co. Canine Co. We're looking for something like when you see it, it screams out like boutique, family run. Should be immediately apparent, like the niche that we're in, but it also doesn't feel like cheesy, which is kind of threading the needle.
Wagon Willow.
Wagon Willow. The Gentle Hound.
Tail and Thread.
Bless you.
I really didn't want to sneeze. That could have been loud in the mics.
Canine Co.
You keep saying that. I think that's like the third time you said Canine Co. Do you like that one?
I might. Yeah, let's,
Okay.
let's write that one down too.
Okay. So we've got Canine and Co. Frankie and Hobbs is cute. Unless you can think of another dog name to include.
Yeah, then here's what we do. Write down what you like.
Oh, well, I was actually
Frankie.
writing it.
And Hobbs, Canine and Co. Expand on variations of that theme for unique and differentiated brand names that
I always thought it'd be funny.
Oh, now we're cooking.
I always thought it'd be funny to do a dog brand for like all the ugly dogs. Like, you know, the dogs that are so ugly that they're cute and like they don't get a lot of love when it comes to like apparel.
Like Frankie.
No, like the dog that my brother likes. My brother, if you guys Google this dog, it looks like a gizmo from the Gremlins.
Never seen
And it's called a Brussels Griffith, and it is like the scariest, weirdest looking dog. But I'm like, no way has anybody ever made a shirt with that dog's face on it. But I'm sure those dog owners would love to have something like that.
Yeah, I just wouldn't love to run that. They can,
No, oh, Frankie and Friends.
Frankie and Friends is cute. Frankie and the Hounds, no. Canine, these all stink. The Canine Edit, nope. I like Frankie and Friends. That's a terrible domain.
I know. It sounds like a kid show.
Frankie and Co., that could be slightly better.
House of Canine. I kind of like that. No? Okay.
I don't know if this ChatGPT Go is like messing up.
You know what? You throw it into your ChatGPT and then we can compare. We'll test it out for you guys, see if Go is worth the $8 or if it makes more sense to just completely upgrade.
For a Dachshund dog brand. All right, let's see what it comes up with. While we're doing that,
Oh, we got a 21-day challenge dog
Ooh,
niche.
threads and tails. I like that. Bark and paw.
Mutt Club. That would be good.
The gentle hound sounds like a pug. Yeah, it does. Hello, we scalers. Didn't know this was on. Neither did we. We just started it. Why is it so hard to know why a design doesn't sell? That's the game. If anybody could figure that out, you're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
We even joke about it nowadays. Oh, there's John too. We joke about it nowadays that the only thing that we know for certain when we launch new designs is we have no idea if it's going to do well or not. And furthermore, we almost joke that anytime I think a design is going to do really well, it's normally the opposite, and then vice versa. Like if we think it's going to do poorly, sometimes turns out to be a bestseller. That's why it's just a number game. Oh, here we go. Playful and pun. Yeah, I would recommend using the normal ChatGPT. That I just went onto the brand builder and
Could be interesting to do play off of similar to what Fat Boy did, because they're like manatees. It could be like hot dog. But then that keeps you like Dachshund specific.
what is this site?
It's a surf club. They're apparel.
My God, that manatee. I'm mostly laughing at the manatee in the. Yeah, I like that. It could be, like, or Frankie Dog Club. Anyways, so what I was starting to say is I recommend using. I just tested out those same prompts that we put in the Go version of ChatGPT into the normal version with the Brand Builder GPT, and we just got so many better ideas. Wiener mode. Well, that not the best one to read out. Just bear with. Those are good ones. Hot Dog Energy, Lowrider Pups Co. Built Long, Short Leg Society, Certified Long Boy,
Long Pup Company. Long Pup Co.
Dachshund Social Club, Doc's House, Sausage Co. Okay. So
I'm still leaning towards, I think, Canine & Co.
all right, let's see if the domain's available. Long Boy and Co. Frankie Four Legs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy.co.
Dog walking pet service. Okay.
Yeah, let's just rapid fire out names. So what were the ones we've liked so far? I'm starting to get tired of this. So this is what we normally do. We go back and forth until I'm like, let's just do high volume. So I'm going to do whisper flow for this.
What if we did Frank and Archie? And then the logo could be like Frank's outline. Archie wasn't a dachshund, but the names are cute together.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know if like doing two names together doesn't really tell us what the brand
True.
is. Like what I'm thinking about is I'm somebody who's on Facebook. I see your ad. I see T-shirt. Then I look at the name. What is that name telling me that makes me know like, oh, this is an apparel brand. It's about dogs, potentially about dachshunds. It's got a family-friendly aspect to it. That kind of name. So, which like doing Frankie and Co. definitely can work, but it's not really, doesn't really capture all of that. What do you guys think? John's got it. Long Boy and Co.
I like Good Boy.
Good Boy Threads.
Oh, sorry.
Here, let's use, instead of just asking ChatGPT, let's use the social handle search name check. Not a robot. So what is Good Boy
Threads.
Taken. What about .co? Yeah. Doing a different kind of brand. Goodboythreads.com. Nope. Alright.
Good Boy and Company.
Yeah, it's available. Goodboythreads.co. I like it. What do you guys think?
Do you think the girl dog owners are going to be mad?
I don't know. Anybody here own a female dog and you'd be offended by us calling the brand Good Boy? Good Dog? I don't like the double D.
I don't either.
That's back to back like that looks weird. Good Threads. Just threads.
Shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt.com.
Just keep backing it off until it's .co. I like Good Boy Threads.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a common phrase. People are with us.
Okay, there we go.
And if anybody gets offended by it, we can face them together. That'll be a fun live stream. We'll just be roasting people in the comment section. That's where it really gets good.
Okay.
Strategically selecting the GIFs to clap back at people.
Okay, let's go back.
That's what I live for.
Nope.
What are we doing?
Oh yeah, this is it.
No. Goodboythreads.co.
Yeah,
Now I'm going to do, on my end, I'm going to do a quick trademark search, make sure.
Good Boy. Frankie, the founder.
Yeah, Frankie's our founder. I love that. And here he is. He heard us.
Yeah, did you hear us saying your name?
This will be a tough
Yeah.
brand for Frankie because he's going to hear us saying it.
Founded by Frankie, built for dog people. I like that. That's good.
Oh, Chrome just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Classic. It's...
Okay, let's make the logo. I'm gonna switch
All right.
to camera only for a minute and
While you're doing that, I'm going to buy the domain.
okay, let's find a cute picture of Frankie that we can use.
What are you doing?
Finding a cute picture of Frankie that I can feed in for the logo.
All right, I'm buying the domain. Yeah, we'll do .co. And if anybody's wondering, doing .co versus .com versus like .shop doesn't really make a huge difference. We've done all of the above. The only one I haven't done is .org.
Fun fact, .store, they've done actual studies on it. .store tends to convert higher than others for shops.
Who's done the study?
It was done by .store, which is the company, but I mean, you have to show the evidence of it. Like, you can't just say
Okay.
it.
All right. I would be.
I think more goes into it than just your domain. Like,
Yeah. All right. Good boy threads. Locked in. And what?
let's try this.
Here, let's show this.
Hold on, it's
Alright.
making our logo
All right, we'll come back to it in a second.
with Frankie's cute face.
So we just picked the name, and I want to show what I did on my computer before we locked it in. So we want to make sure that, like, well, first we should see. Boy, I think we just checked this, but
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
just an error.
nobody's using it. .co we just bought. Now I'm gonna do a quick Google search, just covering all of our bases, seeing if there's anything else out there. Cute and sassy apparel and accessories. First trailer for the horror film
Here, I
Good
can
Boy.
look it up on my phone.
Okay, so I don't see anything concerning there. The other thing I like to do for finalizing the name is a trademark search. So this is really quick and easy to do. You just go to the tests database, and then you just type in the name you're considering, and then so the way I am not, this is not legal advice. Do not listen to me. This is for education and for fun, just good old fashioned good boy fun. But the way that, from my understanding, trademarks work is there are different classes. So O25 and O35. What we are looking for is basically, is there anybody using good boy threads, like specifically for apparel? So you see, let's look at this one. Good boy. So they do have, it's specifically for the phrase good boy, which we're going for good boy threads. But that would mean we can never use like good boy as a standalone.
Yeah.
It would always have to be,
Good boy threads.
yeah. You can see.
I
like,
guess you couldn't use good boy in a design. It would always have to be.
Correct. Yeah, just to be as safe as possible. So that's one. And then there should be a way to filter. Yeah, let's just filter by live or registered. Oh, there we go. Dead. So what are the ones we actually, so this one, see how it's shaving creams? We don't care about that.
That one's coffee pods.
Yeah.
Grass seed.
Yeah, so ignore that. This one is clothing. So that's the one we want to look at. Like food, restaurant, fruit beverages. Yeah, so all these are in a different, good boy Franks. Hi. Oh,
Good boy Frank.
hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. Good boy Charlie. Okay, so these are not, so let's look at this one.
No crying. No crying.
And then I'm going to take this.
Well, that doesn't look like him.
That looks nothing like him. Let's
Okay.
see. How close is it?
That is not.
Get the profile. No, that is not it.
That doesn't
But
look like you.
regardless, I'm going to ask it. New
I
chat.
feel like threads needs to be a more prominent.
Do boy threads, but we found a trademark for good boy. I want you to research whether that is something we should be concerned about and potentially using a different name. Here's a link to the existing trademark. The existing Good Boy clothing market and your brand are very close, especially since the goods overlap. Customers might reasonably assume both brands come from the same source, which is the key test of trademark infringement. Even before markets established, the applicant may have priority right. Well, we're not filing a trademark. Adding threads may not be
enough.
All right, well, we don't want to deal with any of that. All right, well, let's do this. I'm going to fire out, I'm not convinced with ChatGPT Go's legal advice, so I'm going to fire off a deep research to look into it like more complete. But what we do know up until now is we're going forward with Dachshunds, keeping our options open for general dogs down the road. We're going to have Frank as the avatar. We just really need to dial in the specific name we want to use. So I think you're good to keep basically any logo you would come up with. It's going to be, you can swap out the name essentially. Greetings from Brazil. Welcome, Tiago. Tiago Silva, the football player.
Gosh.
Yeah. I'm going to be brainstorming other names. So I just bought the domain quickly, perhaps a little too quickly, but oh, we're not sharing the screen. Nobody.
I just moved it so that I could upload the photo.
Live streaming's fun.
Okay, let's try this again.
So now you're coming up with the logo?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a logo that I like that we could use as inspiration.
We use goodboythreads.co for the name of our print-on-demand brand.
Let's go back to Etsy.
Yeah. Anytime there's anything trademark related, it's just safe to go in the exact opposite
direction.
Yeah. Yeah, there's... All right, well, now we have the domain. That will go in the trash. See, this is definitely happening live. Good boy, Frank.
I think I want something kind of like that.
I was picturing something similar to what you already had, just a side profile picture of the dog, and then hot dog cowboy.
Yeah, something maybe like this. I just want it. I want the like the coloring of his face to come out in the logo somehow. I'm getting very specific.
Yeah,
I think I'm too connected to this.
Getting real. This is a logo. It's not your actual dog.
I know.
Your dog will still look.
He's so much cuter.
Your dog will still look the same, regardless of what the logo looks like.
Yeah, I know. Oh, something like that could be cool.
Would say good dog, but there's no shot that is not trademarked. Yep, that's also. All right, we need to go way more unique than and we've never done this niche before, so that's why we're finding this stuff in real time. We definitely need to go more unique or niche with the brand name than just the pretty much the most generic name you can come up with. It's what I personally liked it a lot, but we need to go more unique.
What if it was together, good boy, as one word? Good boy threads.
Yeah, Your Honor. You see the difference
but it was
here.
one word.
You see the difference here. They have a space. We do not. Register pending. Yeah, there's good boy, one word.
But not clothing. That's pet clothing. Do they have pet clothing print on demand? Could we make owner and dog matching items?
We probably could. I will not. I refuse to put that out into the world. That sounds like something we are.
I know
better
what
without.
to get you for your birthday.
What about good boy? Hey gang, what up? Making another brand. Yes, we are. Nobody else make multiple brands. Please do not follow in our footsteps. Focus on one. That's all you need. What is your niche? He's sleeping right now, otherwise I would hold him up. Our niche inspiration is Dachshunds. We're gonna work on like the brand why and like our unique angle next. But right now since we're in such a broad niche or such a popular, that's something.
It's good. What if it finished the body? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm liking this logo.
I just want to start running ads, but this is the prerequisites. I have 2 Ridgebacks and a Dachshund. So yeah, the niche that we're going with so far is how big a Ridgeback?
They're really big dogs.
That sounds massive, and that's a funny trio. Doesn't matter if you run the words together. The overall impression is the same. Yeah, we need something broader than, or more specific than.
Let's see if it understood that.
Frankie Dog Apparel.
Is it gonna get it? That's the question.
Yeah.
It's
No.
so close, but no.
It's like a Slinky Dog from Toy Story. No, that's not what we want. Just go on like a logo generator. Just to get some options. While I'm having fun with trademarks. Okay. Once you up with unique differentiated brand names for a graphic print on demand apparel store for the dog niche.
Wolfwear.
No one's ever thought of that. That's What about like wag and tail? Tail wagger. Tail wagger threads. Tail threads. Hey dog.
I wonder if I could throw this into Gemini.
Hot dog. There we go. We're firing on all cylinders. God, and I say that we should just pick something and move forward. The name does not matter. Doesn't matter until you're like getting personally attached to it, like we are, since it's.
Okay.
Sausage and Co. Nope.
Can't spell natural.
Bark threads, that's definitely taken. Wow, this is a hard niche.
Bark brand. Bark Branding Company.
What if we did like instead of doing apparel, we did like a subscription box, and we could like ship them like dog toys. We call
I think
it,
that's what Bark does.
like Bark Box. Yes,
Oh.
yes, it's like one of the most successful pet brands of all time. Bark, yeah, it can't be anything that's like a generic dog related term. It needs to be like Frankie or tail, paw and tail. I'm just gonna feed these formulas in. So there's a couple of formulas for coming up with names that work pretty well. One is like using, I'm just gonna type this in as I'm explaining it. Use a unique niche defining word followed by a word that would imply like threads or boutique store or apparel. That'd be like Bark threads. Then another one is combine two niche related words together, like Bark and Wag apparel, or something like that's terrible examples, but or Frankie and Co, etc. So brainstorm on names like these. Wag threads, Zoomy threads, Paul Fabric Co.
Snout cloth.
Bark and Wag. I like Bark and Wag. Barkandwag.com.
Okay. I'm gonna check, see if it's.
I mean, I don't love it. Like, Good Boy Threads is way better, but. All right, let's focus on one at a time. Let's style in the name, then we'll do the logo. All right, so far we have Bark and Wag. We could do Frankie and Co. Fetch and Howl. Pup thread. It's tough when you add in the trademark piece since this is
Frankie and Fetch.
Frankie and Fetch. What do you guys think? What should we go with? Bark and Bone. Thread tails. Thread tails is available. Tail threads. Hot dog cowboy. It's perfect. Southern twang. What's your dog's name? Our dog's name is Frank.
Frank.
Wiener Works Apparel. You guys are doing way better at this than we are. Frankie and Threads. I like that. Greetings from Istanbul/Turkey. Welcome.
Wow.
Frankie Threads. I like that. Let's do the search. You want to pull up, where's the name searcher? Yeah.
I just go to GoDaddy.
Yeah, and then worst case scenario with whatever name you pick, to swap it out later on down the road is way less, a lot less work than most people think. It's like you just get a new domain and swap it in. FrankieandCo.
Not paying that much.
He's
Tell
worth
you
it.
that.
Yeah, it could be Frankie and Co. Like, picture in the Facebook page name, it would be Frankie and then the and symbol Co.
Yeah.
And then the profile picture would just be, or the logo rather, would just be like a side picture of him. I kind of think that emblem style works well. And that's where we can mention like like the other dog brands and stuff that, or dog breeds that we're serving. Dash Authority, Fetch and Wag. I like that. Frankly, Dog Fashion. What about Wag and Bone? I like this thread of like
Fetchandwag.co.
handle.
Frankie and Fetch.
Fetch and Wag, Bark and Fetch, Sit and Stay. Sniff and Wag. No, these are just like a fever dream. Let's just go with, all right, it's time to just pick. Time to just send it. Fetch and Wag. How do you do a poll? That would be perfect. Throw like the top 5 names in here, then everybody can vote. We just go with that one.
Yeah. I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah. All right. Something for next live stream. Fetch and Wag. I like that. Is Fetch and Wag available?
Yeah. .co was.
How do you guys feel about that one? Fetchandwag.co. There's no way that is taken. For if anybody has a trademark for that, then swear. No. There's trademarks for Fetch, there's trademarks for Wag, but nothing for love it. How often are these? This is the first one we've ever done. We're just hanging out, building. Oh, did we freeze? Hopefully not.
I don't think so.
No. All right, cool.
I keep doing that. Okay, Fetch and Wag.
Yeah. All right, I'm buying it. Fetchandwag.co. Locking it in. Brought to you by Frankie.
Gonna do this.
All right, so I'm buying the domain. Are you going to start on the logo?
Yep.
God, GoDaddy really tacks on the upsells.
Yeah.
It's like, you want a website? You want an accountant? You want us to run your business for you? I'm really interested. I have no idea what their websites actually look like. Has anybody ever had...
Yeah, I accidentally clicked it.
You accidentally let them build your site before?
Yeah.
How did it look?
Not good.
Make a lot of money? All right, fetchandwag.co is available. We are not available. It is now taken. It's ours. Let's just come up with any logo and we can change it later.
Let's see. I think this one will look pretty clean.
Well, it's not weight on it. Like, I don't like
What do you mean weight on it?
logo generator. Like, while we're waiting for it to... See what that does. There we go. These are cute. I mean, these are cool. These are cool. These are brand recognition.
Yeah.
Out. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. They get worse as you go down.
Okay. That's too plain for me.
You can put Frank in the tagline. Yeah, we're going to find lots of ways to shoehorn Frank into this. Have I would have ChatGPT generate the prompt for the logo.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see what it comes up with.
How long is this live session? We'll be here all day and night, never stopping.
We're not stopping until the brand's completely made. No, I'm kidding.
What is that?
I don't know. That is something.
That shouldn't be printed anywhere. There we go.
I like feeding in like inspiration, but I can't really think of a logo that.
Something else that I like doing is there's pretty much been prompts at this point for everything. So rather than
I keep doing that.
Rather than searching for like a template or just prompting back and forth with Claude, you can go out like on Twitter and find or X, whatever. Especially people share prompts that have worked really well, like system messages. And there's almost definitely ones out there for high quality logo generation. Find me prompts for creating on demand. Why don't you just go into Canva?
Because I could be there all day.
All right, well, I'm going to set a timer. We're setting a timer for 5 more minutes, and then whatever logo we have, that's what we're going with. Deal? Deal or no deal?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is how us working on brands normally goes.
Okay, let's see. Restart that.
Dog apparel brand. Lock it in. That's it.
No, that is not it. I feel like I need some inspo.
When does the dancing horse come on? All right, I'm just gonna be motivational support for Meg making the logo. Let's just go with something simple. Just go to Canva, get a side shot of a dachshund, and then just throw on bark and wag.
Oh, what if it was cute?
Fetch and wag. That looks pretty good. Oh, and then if it was like fetch and wag stacked on top of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Now let's just see if we can get the AI to cooperate.
See, inspo. I'm all about the inspo.
Oh yeah, it was saying this to me earlier too. Why doesn't Chris make videos anymore? I just recorded one. I took a hiatus. Honestly, like working on the 12-hour course and then a bunch of stuff we've been doing inside the community's been the top priority. Oh,
that's cute.
there it is.
That
All
one's
right.
cute.
I don't know about the line underneath. What do you think?
Okay.
Oh, and then it could add
Don't
it could
understand.
add lines like by his tail to show that it's wagging. I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay, create a new image. Don't include the line.
There it is. There's your new image.
No,
Here, just
this one's cute. I do like the look of this.
yeah. So do this.
The little poles.
So something is happening where I don't know if it's not upgraded or what.
No, it is. Shouldn't be cracking my knuckles right next to the mic. Sorry, everybody.
Let's just go to normal. Was this a normal Gemini chat or was this the?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was normal. I clicked new chat.
Okay. Move line at the bottom. Let's see how that does. Thinking?
I don't think we went thinking. No, we'll see what it comes up with.
Okay, I got it. App dot. What's the Google AI Studio? I don't have permissions. I got it. Here we go. All right, 5 minutes is up. We're done.
Relax, you're fine.
Oh my God.
Okay, I got it.
All right, just go with that one.
I got it.
I don't know why Gemini almost always lets you edit right in the chat. All right, so while she's finishing up the logo, next step after this, you want to start doing some research.
Yeah, hold on.
Up with. Yeah, and you can also just erase it in Canva if you want. Is that what
Yeah,
you're doing?
that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Oh, yeah, you could make it look like grass.
Okay.
While she's doing that, feel free to drop any questions you guys have in the chat. Then we're going to start doing some research next. Let's go. You're
good questions coming up.
I hope everyone's locked into you generating it. Why do you use Gemini and not ChatGPT? We use both. Gemini we use for Nano Banana, which is normally better at editing images, but I think there's just something messed up in the browser that we'll figure out later. It's refreshing to see the struggles with AI. You're human after all. Oh, yeah. Any video you see normally comes on the other end of many hours of like fighting with the prompt back and forth. Say the best tips or like what's gotten me to the best outputs with AI, and this is mostly Meg showing her approach, is I almost always will have the AI prompt, like have a different AI prompt to create the prompt that I give to the other one. For example, if I want to generate an image, rather than me writing out what I want, I just describe what I want to a different AI and then take that prompt into the image generator. Hey, do you ever start several brands at a time? No, I don't. Aside from, we're doing this like for fun and for live streaming, like building in public, as the cool kids call it. But I definitely would not recommend. I have started multiple brands at the same time, but it's ill-advisable. And anytime somebody starts multiple brands, the thought process is normally something along the lines of, I'm going to work on this one and get it to a good spot, and then I'm going to work on this one and like do something over here. And like there's always this logical justification that, I'll speak from personal experience, always made sense to me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you need, what's the saying? Like you need 7 streams of income to become a millionaire, that kind of thing. Like nothing could be further from the truth. When I had multiple brands, you're pretty much restricted to only being able to work on each brand at like a surface level. Meaning you only have the time or like the mental bandwidth to really just check like how are things doing, some light tweaks. You don't have the opportunity or the time necessary to like really go deep and have fun with it. And it's kind of like there's a good infographic for this where it shows like if the goal is to get over a wall and building a business is like building the ladder that's going to help you get over it. Starting multiple brands would be like if rather than building one big ladder that's big enough to get over the wall, you just were to build like a bunch of little ladders that you have a bunch of little ladders, but it doesn't actually help us get anywhere closer to the goal. And anybody who's in the chat who's coming from like the community or anything who's actively running brands can say like once you get to a certain level, there is plenty of stuff, even before you start bringing in sales, there's plenty of stuff that you can do on one brand alone that would fill like your entire schedule.
Yeah.
And yeah, what Swearworks just said, double expenses and accounts, 100% true. When I started multiple brands, the thought in my mind was, well, if, one brand is good, 2 brands should be double the profit. It's not. It's more like it's double the expenses and overhead, and just not a fun time. And it's way harder to manage. And honestly, the reason I did it was I think I had a limiting belief about how high I could grow a single brand. And I thought that, just adding on multiple brands was the way to get to, whatever the goal was. But you can really grow it to like multiple 7 figures off of just one brand.
You need to use a different upscaler, but
Good enough. Yeah, we can, if it's not high resolution, we can tweak it later.
yeah.
There
There
we
we have
go.
it.
Fetch and
There's our
wag.
logo.
How do you feel about it? Does it speak to us on a emotional, spiritual?
No.
This. Okay. So we're gonna be
I would
swapping.
have spent more time on it. It's not my favorite, but it's enough. We can move on with it.
All right. So now do you want to make I guess we can make the other variations when we get to the store build. All right. Now you want to do, let's do some research. And if you guys have any questions as we're going through, feel free to drop it in the chat. So people in the chat's liking it. Simple.
Okay.
Good to see you working together. Yep, this is all day, every day. We normally just film separate. 3 brands right now, too much. Just need to find the best one to run with. I would say, yeah, spot on. the best one to run with is the one that you could picture yourself working on for the next year or 2 years, and it would feel fun, like to be waking up every day. The ones where it's, it could be, and that's the hard part. I'm sure that all three of the brands are good and could be good and successful. It's just a matter of like narrowing it down, because while each one of them could be good, only you're going to end up with none of them being at the level you want. So you need to say no to 2 good things in order to be able to say yes to the one that you actually want to give a real shot. Yeah, it is way more fun to build one, because at a certain point, and this is something you can't really see at the beginning, but you can, like, as the brand grows and you're getting like messages from customers and comments and emails from customers sharing like their design ideas, it gets really fun, and you start to become like obsessed with your brand following and your audience, and there's so much you can do with that, like charitable partners you can establish, like some people are doing in WeScale. There's lots of different ways you can grow it, but I never had the opportunity to really do that because I was always so fragmented. Like at our peak, we were running 4 different brands, and in hindsight, I would have done anything to be able to narrow it down to one. So lots and lots of designs in one brand, t-shirt first and foremost, and focus on the designs that sell. Spot on. My wife and I are working on a brand together, and I'm so impressed by other WeScale peeps that are doing this solo. One brand is plenty of work and fun. Yeah, it definitely is. Is there Canva tutorials in your course? Yeah, Meg shows making logos and stuff in the course. Is this being recorded for replay? We think so. We will see how live streaming works.
Well, you can go to the lives. If you go to my channel and then click live, you can watch previously streamed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be here on YouTube.
Then have been in your school community for a while, started a store, made some money, but my heart wasn't in it. Pays to find a niche you actually have fun with and enjoy. Creating a new store now. Yeah, that's the same exact way I felt on, it was 3 courses ago. The first course was like 20 hours. We started seasonal collections, which checks all the boxes. It's like, it's the sayings, the typography designs, flowers, all of it's super trendy and can do really well. It just felt like pulling teeth for me to sit down and like work on it. How's Sloth Hiking Club running right now? It's doing well. You can check out the site. And I don't know if Eric's still in here, but he's the one who's running the ads day to day. All right, so what are we doing now? You want to update us?
I'm doing our brand Y.
Cool, talk us through it.
Yeah, I used the prompt from the course using Simon Sinek's Start With Why. And then I realized I didn't give really any context, that like it was a graphic apparel company. So I plugged that in. And then it's kind of giving the core purpose, which I may make some adjustments to. Because I don't think I want it to be like dog parents. Like,
what if we make it more about like, here he is. He's licking the chair. That was perfect segue, buddy. What if we make it more about enjoying the like quirky personality traits that make your dog like uniquely yours? And like every dog has its own, yes, there's certain breeds, but every dog has its, unique story, that kind of thing.
let's see.
Love recorded. I just want to know what to change for cash on delivery market. We don't do anything with cash on delivery, so I'm not the person to ask about that. Hey, make me a logo. My domain name is Dog Perfect, just for dog. Yeah, you want to go back and make more logos?
I can.
Maybe a different live.
Somebody asked how Sloth Hiking Club is running right
Oh, yeah,
now.
I was just talking about that.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
All right.
Do you think you'll have another live? Hopefully next weekend. Our
Yeah.
goal is each weekend to go live and build this out.
Coming to me, buddy.
Okay. We believe the quirks are what make them yours. You hear that? Fetch and Wag exists because the perfect dog doesn't exist, and that's exactly the point. It's not the Instagram perfect moments that make you fall in love with your dog. It's the way Frankie army crawls under the couch, not under the couch, under the bed to steal socks, 3 a.m. zoomies for no reason, the dramatic sighs when you're 5 minutes late for dinner, the specific way he tilts his head when you say walk. These aren't flaws, they're fingerprints of your unique bond. Oh, that's cute.
Let me rebuild this entire strategy around the core insight. I love how it hypes you up. You could say like my dog just had an accident in the house. He's like, that is so unforgettable. Like, let's
build the roadmap around
let's
that.
lock that in right now. Like, yeah, let's go. Going on a fast track to nowhere.
Quirk collection. See, but then it goes, I don't think we want it to just be like personality. Like, I mean, you have a great personality, but.
Let's back up a second. What I would find personally fun to work on is talking about dogs, but not just like the floral, like generic type designs. Like that's been done a billion times.
Yeah.
What I would find like interesting to work on is like when you're talking with a dog owner and they describe the breed, like what are they saying about the dog? What stories are they telling? What pictures or moments do they find most interesting to capture? And like that unique angle, because it's not just like, oh, he is a Dachshund. That's not what you would tell people. You tell them like his personality or like capturing that essence, if that makes sense, and then making the whole brand around like expressing like who your dog is. Yeah, like this guy. Yes, we see you. We hear you. Thank you.
Oh.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I just don't really know how to exactly to describe it. I'll keep working on it. You keep answering questions.
Well, this is like the question. So what we're doing right now, if anybody doesn't know, is there's a awesome TED Talk by Simon Sinek called Start With Why. The basic premise is companies don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The way this applies to print on demand, this really helps new brands especially stand out in the market and give a lot of clarity to like what design should we be making, what marketing are we gonna do, and that is realizing that people aren't buying the actual design. They're buying how it makes them feel, the laughs, the connection they feel to it. So and this is a work in progress. We're not gonna get to something perfect today. Yeah. It's just having at the back of our minds, what are we besides just another dog store? Besides just dog apparel, Dachshunds on shirts, what is it that we're like really about? I'm gonna go get the dog before he.
And you're happy to see it's genuine, rare and precious. Fetch and Wag celebrates the realest relationship you have. I like that one. People who've realized they're living their dog's story. No.
Never
Celebrates the small, ordinary moments with their dog. No. No.
How many hours are we working today? All of them. I don't know. On Saturdays, probably like 6 to 8. Normally like go for a walk at some point. Then Sundays are like prepping for the week ahead, and then throughout the week our schedule's pretty consistent, especially for Frankie. But I'm normally up by like 6 or 7, and then work until, I don't know, 2 or 3, and go to the gym, come back and plan for the next day. Is this just for branding? That's what we're doing right now. We're building the brand from scratch, and then in future live streams, we're going to go through, like we're building the brand. We're going to go through everything, like setting up the store, the ads, just building along with you guys so you can see kind of behind the scenes.
I honestly liked I'm going back to chat. I'm going back in my... I think it was in this one.
My question is regarding design, be it logo or even the t-shirt itself. What is the level at which one should consider it good enough? It's a fantastic question. I consider it good enough when it's like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. And how do you know if it's 7 or 8 out of 10? It's when you're looking at it and you're thinking, like, is there anything else that I could do to improve this? There should normally be a couple of things in your mind that you could still improve, and that's when you call it done. Because like my first couple hundred designs, I spent way too much time on them, and we just don't know, right? Like, we don't know what designs are going to sell. We don't know what, you know, people are actually going to like. And I would much rather, here's the simplest way to put it. When we're starting out, we put all of the extra design time on the front end before we have feedback. So it's being like a mad scientist in our lab, like tweaking every design until we think it's perfect. That's what a lot of people do when they're starting out. Opposed to, like, as you get more experience, you shift it and you put a little bit of time up front, get the feedback from the market, and then you iterate based off of like what people are saying they actually want. Because dogs aren't pets, they're family. Aw. That's wholesome.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Fetch and Wag was founded by Frankie, a small dog with a big personality.
Every design is Frankie approved.
Aw.
Aww.
God, this is like the classic cringy. You get it, you got a puppy.
Every shirt is made for people who get it, because when your dog is family, everything changes.
Cool. So now just have it rewrite the brand why and the mission statement. And I think you gave a couple of, yeah, it's still doing the rest. Where can I find the schedule? Mock-up test Q&A would be most helpful for us. Yeah, we're just doing this like ad hoc. We're planning on doing it roughly like over the weekends, but what we're definitely going to be doing is anytime we work on this brand, we're going to be live streaming it. So you won't miss anything. Like every time we check the ads, anytime we make new designs, you're going to see all of it. So you'll be able to see, like, one, how much time it takes, and then two, like the ups and downs and problem solving in real time.
He's doing weird stuff.
This is Mark from Jay's group. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Have a question about Everbee? I do not. Do you have a question about Everbee? I think that's what it meant. Are you going to be showing how you run ads and stuff like that? Yeah, we're going to be doing ads and everything. And this is all based off of the 12-hour course, which is free on Meg's channel. This is basically showing us going through that. When is Everbee going to allow platforms like Doba and AppCynic to get an app on Everbee? I don't own Everbee. For like, I've used Everbee before. It's a great tool. But I don't know about when they're going to be adding new apps and stuff. Thanks, Chris, for taking my question. So I will take 7 to 8 out of 10. When I see sloth hiking designs, they all look 9. Yeah, the designs on sloth are good because Eric's been doing it for years. So he's been able to crank out new designs fast. But I would say for anybody who's making your first batch of 100, just enjoy the process and set a cap for yourself. I see some people will spend like an hour on a single design. Like, we have AI nowadays. It should be 15, 20 minutes for the first batch. And then you can invest that extra hour of time into making the perfect designs once we have feedback from the market. Because if, say I'm opening a new store, if I have 100 things on the shelf, there's a pretty good chance that I want to spend extra time tweaking the one thing that I like a lot. But when I let customers into the store, there's an equally good chance that nobody's going to find that interesting, and they're just going to go to the designs that I should have actually spent that time on.
Okay. I think I like
Yeah,
this one.
it's building an actual brand from scratch.
There we go. I feel like our brand Y sounds like Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
They do have good breadsticks.
Because your dog isn't a pet. They're family. They do have good breadsticks. Good salad, too. Hi.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's lock it in.
Yep. We got it.
All right, so just pull up a new Google Doc and then just paste in brand name, brand logo, and we can just start working off that. Well, we don't need all of this.
Okay.
Those are like just the top piece. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Back
it.
to the camera for.
Worked at Olive Garden for 4 years. The trauma.
I apologize for bringing up.
Yeah, we've sold. Somebody asked if we've ever sold on Etsy before. If we went straight to Shopify, we have sold on Etsy. But we are Shopify first, meaning we start selling on Shopify, build the brand there, and then if we have something that's doing well, we would expand and like list the products on Etsy. Where you going, buddy?
He's gone.
But Shopify is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
And then, oh crap, sorry, thought you guys operated every. No, that's Cody. What is this? We are Chris and Meg. We're building a brand from scratch. And we have a 12-hour course. If anybody is seeing this for the first time, we have a 12-hour course where we show building like brands start to finish, step by step. This is us going through that process like live with you, so you can see the imperfections of actually building a brand, what it's really like.
Yep.
Cool. That's my pet. That's my family. That was in the movie White Chicks. All right, go out. Cool. So what do we got so far?
So we have our why, our mission statement. You bought the domain. We've got the logo. Essentially, next comes research.
Yeah. That's why it creates modern apparel for people who structure. Where's like the "we believe" statement?
I can get one.
Yeah. Should be the statement that's like, we believe in a world where ... that kind of thing.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what it comes up with.
What if we added in an element of like, and part of what makes them family is like their unique personality. It's not that you have any Dachshund or any dog breed. There's something unique about them.
Okay. So avoid the family and go more personality.
Well, just ask it to mix in the fact that like the dog's unique personality. But on Etsy, don't they copy your designs that make it difficult, or that doesn't affect the sales within Etsy? And does it affect any Shopify sales? We don't really worry about people copying our designs at any stage or any platform. Like, it's going to happen. You should.
He sees the shadow.
My God, that is so funny. Our dog is currently staring at his own shadow. Case in point. Yeah, so yes, people will definitely copy you, like, at a certain stage. I used to get bent out of shape, and I'm like, how could they do that? That's the horror. Now I realize that there's nothing you can do about it. Two, it doesn't really matter. Like, our other brands, they've been ripped off about 100 times, and they're still chugging right along. And that's one of the reasons that I personally like Shopify, is that somebody can see all of our designs, they can see our whole store, and they still have to learn how to run the ads and optimize the site. So there's that barrier to entry there that protects us. But just take it as a sign that you're on the right track, and you know, basically copying is the highest form of flattery. Will this be on your YouTube so we can watch again later? Yeah, it's recording right now, or at least we think so. It's our first time live streaming. So
Yeah, it should be on my channel when it wraps up, and then instead of at the top you have like videos, shorts, like different topics, and you can click live and you should see the video there.
Yeah. What was the inspiration for you to do these live streams? Honestly, after doing the last course, we realized that it's 12 hours, covers a lot of stuff, but it kind of shows the perfect end state of the process, like any course is supposed to be. Otherwise, it'd be, you know, dozens and dozens of hours longer. And at least when I was starting out, I felt like there was a huge gap in seeing, like, yes, I understand how it works and what I should do, but what does it actually look like? What does it actually feel like? So then with that kind of example, I could answer questions for myself. Like, am I crazy that this part is taking me this long? Am I crazy that I'm, you know, like somebody mentioned earlier, struggling with AI this much? And from doing live streams, it's just hopefully gives you a clear look into what it's actually like. And it's far from perfect and like the rehearsed, you know, lessons you normally get on YouTube. So basically extra perspective. And I think it'd be fun. I enjoy doing this and chatting with you guys a lot more than, you know, knocking out YouTube videos. And see you guys from Reunion Island, 3:46 a.m. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Nice. All right. So fetch and wag. Complete brand strategy. The why. Because your dog isn't a pet, they're a family with a personality that's entirely their own. We believe that
What Frankie's
always known. He's not a pet, he's family, with a personality to match it. We believe the humans who get this, who celebrate the quirks, the attitude, the uniquely weird things their dog does, deserve apparel that says it without apology. We believe in modern designs for people who structure their lives around four legs, a wagging tail, and a personality that's impossible to ignore. Fetch and Wag creates modern apparel for people who celebrate their dog's unique personality, not in spite of their quirks, but because of them. Founded by Frankie, a small dog with a big personality, built for people who structure their lives around four legs and a wagging tail. That's beautiful. Now, there were repetitive pieces in there, but that's to be expected. They're used in different
context.
Yeah, exactly. I like this a lot. What do you guys think? Yep, this is the first.
First part of the series. First official stream.
Been on Shopify since the fidget spinner days. Nice, the OGs. I've since got into POD the past 6 years for my music artists and came across you guys. Really appreciate it. Awesome. The fidget spinner days, the days back when people, like, they were going super viral, and then one day the virality hit its peak, and then there were so many people left over with like warehouses filled with fidget spinners. Classic. All right, looks good. I like it. So from here, we're gonna do research. I think you want to leave that for next week.
Yeah, I think this is a good. As the dog
is
gets
going
zoomies,
nuts.
This I think is a good time.
Yeah, this is as good a time as any. But what do you guys think about this? Let us know. It's gonna be up after after we're done live streaming. But do you guys like this kind of format? There's got to be a way to get the chat in like more real time.
I think there is a slight delay.
There's a 30-second lag right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys enjoy this kind of thing, just let us know in the chat. We're going to be doing this from here on out, building this brand. And
I'm not sharing anymore.
There we go. And what we're going to be walking through is basically the process that you see here. So today we went through, we picked our niche, created our logo. And as you saw, the logo isn't far from perfect. It's workable. We can always go back and adjust it more. And then we came up with the brand mission, which is what do we stand for besides just being a dog t-shirt store. And then what we're going to do next week is design. So we're going to show doing the research, basically meeting the market where they are, see what people already want. And you guys are going to see like the research and the design process is where there's no like one size fits all. So hopefully you can, bring your creativity with us. We'll be asking you guys for your feedback and ideas, and we'll be able to build this brand together like from the ground up.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to like open source the feedback and the decision making. We'll figure out how to do polls and that sort of fun thing next time. Awesome. Well, from Australia, I'm talking in the past. The course is amazing, but just one thing, when you're starting a shop, doing the 30% off isn't a little bit misleading because, we'll talk about compare app prices.
Yeah.
There's lots of different ways you can structure offers. That's just one of them. I actually set aside to do this live because this is deeply important. Awesome. We look forward to seeing you. Going through the 12-hour course now. Beautiful. Next week, it's going to be Saturday around the same time. And we're planning on basically every second that we are working on the brand, it'll be live stream. So you guys will be able to see all of it from start to finish without missing a minute.
Yep. Sweet.
Sounds great. Very much enjoy it. Awesome. Well, it is Frankie's dinner time. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be dialing in the live streaming setup. I want to have like the stream deck, like you working on the brand, me like playing chess, and then like shouting, creative inspiration over my shoulder or something. We're just spitballing.
Something like that.
But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see if this goes live. Hopefully it should, like the recording afterwards. And other than that, we'll see you guys next weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.